thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now lacing no beamer, I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Dante Pettis on the return, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Garoppolo over the middle to Garcon. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They run it with McKinnon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now McKinnon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson, and he'll get this up to about the 40. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaunt.
Let's go. Tempo.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And it's the former Seahawk, Malcolm Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's McKinnon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Nazir Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. And
they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
4 down, 4 down.
Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State. It's Rashad Penny calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Team.
51 at the mic, boy, 51. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Tell me what you got.
Spot that, spot that.
What you got, heavy?
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Wilson on second down. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hey, watch it.
On third down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word. Hey, easy. Check 51. Check 51. Hey, over here. Over here.
They go play action here on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That is right. That boy's got 4. 4 down.
Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt.
Kill.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
6, 6. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
3 down.
380. Hey, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to find a man, Brandon Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Tempo, tempo. You got 3 down.
They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
3 down. Be alert.
Wilson now to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Be alert.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And a short gain down to about the 33. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Niners, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos.